What is up, coaches? It is time, believe it or not, for your 3, maybe 4 things to know for this upcoming weekend. And number 1 is going to be the rotation. Crystal and I are going to be here for all 4 services, so that's Saturday at 4, Sunday morning at 8:30, 10, and 11:30. We're going to be here all the time, so we can't wait to serve with you there. We're going to be talking about huddle, and I want to give you just a little preview of what it's going to be about. It's serving does not end when the sermon starts. We'll see you there.
All right, coaches, so one thing many of the volunteers have asked me about is coffee. And James and I are just as excited as you are to bring it back, but we are missing one very important component, and that is the manpower in order to make coffee happen. Because as we know with hospitality, what we've learned is that we need to keep it as safe as possible to help our guests feel comfortable. So we need more volunteers for our hospitality team. So please be talking to your hospitality role leaders and your hospitality team and continue to ask them if they're ready to come back. Make sure they know that we are ready to start with coffee and we need them here.
We know that serving does not stop when the sermon starts. And so one thing we are going to do special this weekend with our entire host team is once we're done cleaning all of the surfaces out in the lobby, we're still going to help Life Kids. That's not changing. But after that, we're going to get together. We're going to pray that God will continue to open up hearts and minds and eyes for people who are going to be in this auditorium. And then towards the end of service, we're all, as a team, going to sing in the back and stand. And we are going to watch as God uses Pastor Craig to give people a chance to say yes to Jesus for the first time. And hopefully we get to celebrate with many people who are making that decision together. Guys, this is why we do what we do. It's for that moment in the back when people's eyes are open to what God is doing. So make sure you share this with your role leaders before this weekend that, hey, we need all of the volunteers to stay, right? Because this is something we're going to do as a team, and we're going to pray to see what God's going to do.
All right, guys, let's recap your 3, maybe 4 things for this weekend. Number 1, it's Crystal and James all weekend long. And don't miss our huddle time. You want to make sure you get your volunteers here. We're going to talk about how serving does not stop when the sermon starts. Number 2, we are so excited to bring back coffee, but we need the volunteers to make that happen. So let's reach out to our volunteers like crazy that are on the hospitality team that haven't yet come back, and let's get coffee going. And last but not least, again, serving does not stop when the sermon does. We want to make sure to communicate to our entire teams before the weekend that we need them to stay. Number 1, to help us clean the lobby, help Life Kids, but second, because we're going to be doing something very special to help our volunteers see how their serving impacts what God is doing here each and every weekend. We love you guys. We're so grateful for everything that you do. And remember, whoever finds God finds life.
Nope, you're not ready.
Remember,
Okay. First and foremost, huddle. 10 and 11:30. Please be there.
Once the teams are done.
Okay.
That's
One big thing that we are really going to focus on at some point in the future. I don't know.
Number 1,
you are not excited about